Because you ain't nothing but a liar, a blackmailer. You are a cheat of the highest order.
It seems Senator Natasha Akpoti has finally been vindicated. The internet is on fire as Mrs. Pat Akpabio, sister-in-law to Senate President Godswill Akpabio, has come out with shocking revelations against him. She even threatened to expose secrets that could shake the entire country. Nigerians are in total disbelief. Nobody saw this coming. Watch this video because what she said next left everyone stunned.
I've seen a man who is so intoxicated with power. You victimize women. Why are you so scared of powerful women? I'm about to open your memoir so that the world will know who you really are. I'm moving so sang in and woman. Am I good? One for blackmail. Ete what? One for blackmail. You offer don't keep on saying you won't tell you now. You know for I'm going no. So because when I want knock me, I know green knock. Now I don't become problem. Eh? You know, like, okay, you can mess with that go. I am not blackmail. Oh, why didn't you say it before now? There is always time for everything. You have done bad to people. I can't even go good. Look at it. I pity anybody in the federal level that trusts you behind. Because you ain't nothing but a liar, a blackmailer. You are a cheat of the highest order. Look at it. Senate President, I really pity anybody that trusts you, because anybody who trusts the fear and I'm more. I tell the service. He's the one that betrayed Akanokon. That is how Akanokon failed the election. Because one self forget other self. I don't runs big. I run behind the scene too. I don't runs big. Now I run you. Go home and rest. Go and take care of your health. You are sick. You are a sadist, Senate President. You are a sadist. You are a narcissist. You are a classicist. You are a blackmailer. You are a liar. You want to eat alone. You want to stay alone. You want to be the only one to be seen in Akpabio family to profo. What you did to Idurenyenime. You get everything. You, Senate President, you they talk. You get mad, they talk, they front and you be better person. You not be better person. Who doesn't be better person? You rather use your money and go and fund enemies. Nigeria don't know who you are. Distinguish, the level playing field. Senator for all the shenanigans, for all the lies you done told against us. Amana me iba Kenyan from me Nigeria. For just supporting you and being there for you. You can pay all the E-rats in this world to talk. I'm talking from a place of I know you. APC APC na keda mo fe ke APC to ngana na mke we win election ke kwa Ibom state to bebe nyi kwa ipangate mi kondang ipawangaru ke nye. I told them with everything that is inside of me. I said, you see that man, he should have just maybe gotten ministerial appointment, but he will so regret that he went to the Senate. Senate President for him. All the people that did all your dirty laundry and did you remember them? You forgot everybody. You talk to people like anyhow. You've forgotten those people. Just the beginning of the story of who you really are. You don't contact again by Natasha. I could work in young folk in Rimburu. You've done enough to us. Enough is enough, Senate President. Enough. It's enough. We're tired. I'm tired. And I'm sure Ibang Akpabio, your brother, is tired. The one who brought you into politics. You were a cab driver. You were nobody. Trash and bell lawyer. Today you forget the history of how you came. And I'm hearing idiots that don't know the story. And tell the people of Akpabio State and Nigeria the kind of people that both of you are. It's enough. It's enough. You guys have overdone it. The only thing I would take from you is vacate the Senate seats. That's what I would take from you. Vacate it. Willingly, that's the only way you get me not to spill everything that you have done on a normal day. Anybody who is loyal to you is a bastard. I guarantee you, if I don't be media, can be the animal in the bush.
Senator Akpabio, my client, and Senator Natasha. You recall that there was a letter I sent to the distinguished senator requesting her to clarify the fact that she made very grievous allegations against my client concerning sexual harassment on the 8th of December 2023. But the following day, she was eulogizing the same person who she accused just the day before. And I found that very unusual. And as you know, she actually made the allegation in the early part of 2025, which is unusual for those of us who are legal experts on defamation. I believe I've done probably about 20 defamation cases. What you tend to see in defamation cases is what we call the first opportunity rule. Somebody would do something to you. The first person you see, you say, this is what happened. 1.5 years is a very long time. So we did a second letter, which has gone to her, and I believe you have copies, to say, when we first requested you to explain the seeming contradiction in your allegation, you didn't reply. Rather, what you did say was that we were asking for out-of-court settlement. You didn't say that. That's what's trending. And let me also take the opportunity to say that the social media is not where you, useful as it is for information, but unfortunately, it's not where you actually justify information. So yes, I can see she's doing very well in social media, but that's not the court of law. In the court of law, the question would be not whether my client is a murderer, not whether my client is whatever he is. The question would be, on the day you wrote this petition, you mentioned that you were sexually harassed. Where's the proof? That's it. So far, she hasn't produced the proof. And in my experience as a lawyer for the 7 years, when a client briefs me, I don't just run to court. I always try to see whether matters can be resolved. This matter can be absolutely resolved if she does two things. Responds to my letter, proving that the allegation is true. And I will turn to my client and say, well, here's proof. Or saying, well, I'm sorry that what I said is not correct. That's it. Experienced lawyers don't just run to court. You play out what we call the pre-trial process. You give opportunity to the person who you intend to sue to say, I will not go to court if all you do is to apologize. That's all. Whether my client will accept it or not, but my instruction to him would be, it's good to accept the apology. And I have photos. Are they there? Are you seeing the photos? These photos you see behind me all happened in, how many of them? 2024. So how can you be writing a petition in which you are alleging that my client started his sexual harassment of you in 2023 going through 2024, and you have those photos of Akpabio and Natasha in legislative functions and non around the world? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So there's something wrong, So I'd like to emphasize, social media isn't where you win a war on defamation. The proper place to deal with defamation is either by justifying it, as we're requesting for her to justify it, or retracting it, failing which we will then proceed to go to court. So have you shown all the photos?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the purpose of this very brief and final engagement with the media, to explain my client's legal rights and the correct question that we will be posing in court is, having said that my client harassed you sexually, which indeed I must keep emphasizing is a very serious issue, justify it. Is the person who alleges must prove. So if you have questions, I'd like to take it. If not, then we're done. Going to court, say 20 years ago, is different from going to court today. So today, the rules, the courts are crowded. So the courts encourage that you try to resolve issues before approaching the courts. Even when we approach the courts, we will go through what is called a conference management. So if you file, when we file our case, it will go into a conference management. We say, look, what we're seeing here is very simple. The allegation is sexual harassment. Where's the evidence? So it's a very simple process. So we do everything we can to be sure that when we go to court, those cases that actually go into the system are those that are absolutely unresolvable by the parties. And I don't want to go to that situation where I'm confronted with an unresolvable matter, where I see an opportunity that it can be resolved in two ways. Either you justify it or you retract it. That's it.
Where is the place of apology?
Apology is if she cannot prove what she said. To who? No, I don't. I am a legal practitioner. I went to the law school. I have 4 degrees, and social media, I just told you, is not evidence admissible in court. There's something called court admissible evidence, and it is guided by the Evidence Act. So all what you're reading in the social media, if you are listening to me, isn't admissible in court.
So why talking about the apology? There are some things you want to find in the apology, right? Which is like an apology.
No, just say in defamation we call it retraction. So you say, Thr Akpabio sexually harassed me. That is clear, isn't it? You all agree that she said it. You know, I don't hear anybody say anything. Yeah. So, is it true? That's all we're asking. 2 questions. Is it true? If true, where's the evidence? If you have no evidence and maybe you said it in the heat of the moment, then retract it. That's what is called an apology. You say, what I said, I didn't say. And I can assure the distinguished senator that if she retracts, that's the end. My client is not interested in money. She is only interested in proving to the world that Senator Natasha's allegation is false. That's all. Then, yes.
Sorry, sir, will you be able to control? Will you be able to control? You say that's the end, but can you really control the end?
I can.
If she indeed, because the wife of Senate President Akpabio has gone to court.
The wife has no locus. The wife was not the one that was accused. So she has no locus. I've advised my client to tell his wife to withdraw the case. There's Natasha accuser of anything. So she has no locus. I hope you know what locus means.
Yes, sir.
Do I translate it into English? Okay. So locus, yes.
In addition, Senator Akpabio
Yes.
has also gone to the police
Yes.
with the petition against
I have no instructions on that. I stay with
Why?
my.
Because you still say that will be the end.
As far as my
Fine.
instructions are concerned,
Okay.
my instruction is to say to Senator Natasha, we will be going to court to sue you for defamation, but we're offering you an opportunity to justify it, prove it, which is why we have written the letter. So prove it. And I've told my client, if Senator Natasha proves it, then that's the end. Then he has no case. But if she doesn't prove it, then retract it. Say, well, I didn't mean to say it. And if he does say so, I've told my client that this is the end of the matter. I'm not interested in the other ones because there are many other lawyers.
So you're saying that she should, so my name is not really lost in the Africa. You said she should just simply act.
Yes.
All of these allegations she made were unconstitutional.
No. She wrote a letter.
She wrote
a letter.
Okay, sir.
She wrote a letter which she sent to the Senate.
So that same format is what you want. Letter should be written.
No. Whatever format. That's not for me to tell her. The issue is simple. It's not a complicated issue. We all agree that Senator Natasha accused Senator Akpabio of sexual harassment on the 8th of December 2023 in Uyo when they were both there for their birthdays that fall on the same day, 9th of December. That's the core issue. And the simple issue is whether it is true or not true. I'm not the one to tell her how to retract it. She will know how to retract it, or to say, I will not retract it because it is true. So if she insists that it is true, then we have a choice. And the choice would be to then proceed to court and then tell the court that we took all steps before coming to the court to offer Senator Natasha an opportunity to say something, and she didn't. We are not interested in how she does the retraction. And she may not even be interested in retracting. Don't forget. We are saying that we know that her allegations are false. So she has a choice of...
No, sir, she apologized on the social media. You said social media is not...
I just told you now that social media is
but
not...
you're saying that you don't care how she's going to do it.
No, legal... I just told you that social media is not legally admissible evidence.
I know.
So she's got to do a retraction if that is her wish. Because I can't compel her, you know. I cannot compel her to retract. The first meeting I had with you gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, was to offer her the opportunity to retract. But she hasn't. So how she wants to do it is not for me to decide. It's entirely for her to do so. A simple letter to me is enough. A simple letter to me is enough. Does that satisfy you?
You said earlier on, sir, that you said earlier on, or you just said now that
Yes.
we know even from the latest press statement or the latest letter, you say they are clearly unsubstantiated. Yes, but they are clearly false.
Yes.
And unsubstantiated.
Sure.
Are you basing this current assertion now on the fact that there is no evidence forthcoming? Are you basing this conclusion now that they are clearly false now?
I didn't say it. No, I did not say it. I'm not the one who made the allegation. Don't forget though. Let's be very clear how the law works. If you defame me and I take you to court, the only thing I need to show the court is what you said. That's all. Once I show the court that, sorry, I forget your name. Kemi, yes. Kemi said Olisa Bakaba is a thief. And maybe you even wrote it down. Because there's a difference between slander and libel. Slander is spoken. A libel is written. So I show the court, see what Kemi said though. The court reads it and says, Kemi, justify it. That's all. It's as simple as that. You are the one to justify it. That's what the social media misses. You are the one to justify it. And I don't hear that coming out. The social media is ignoring, and because it's a huge issue, it concerns women. Women are very strong, even in my church. The most feared church organization is the Catholic Women's Organization. You don't go against them. So I'm not about to start going against women. After all, I'm the product of a woman, married to a woman. I have 3 daughters. So I'm a woman, I'm a gender-friendly person. So I give Senator Natasha the widest possible opportunity to say, you are the one who said it. I didn't say it. Senator Akpabio did not say it. She said it. I think that's clear. The question whether a social apology published in the social what do you call it again? Online space is an apology. For me,
make sure you share your thoughts on this video. See you on my next update.